Hello, and welcome back to Web3 Insights. Okay, so this is another video on updates on Linea. It is really heating up in Linea. So um, in this video, I've got an update for you, and the update is that Linea is going to reveal the tokenomics in this coming week. So next week, we get to know, the total supply, the tokenomics, and everything that we've been waiting for, including maybe airdrop allocation structure as well. Okay, so I think this is huge. This is big news because we all know before TGE, the first thing is they always release the tokenomics so that we know how many how many tokens in total are they going to be, and the structure, the distribution, percentages of especially how much is going to the community. So it's going to be a very big week this coming week for people in the Ethereum ecosystem. Okay, so yeah, that's what we're discussing today. So let's jump in. Okay, so yeah, today to look at this tokenomics and TGE for Linea. So everything starts, sometime around 14th of July, maybe a week or two back, maybe last week. So that's when Declan Fox, who's the head of Linea, at the moment, um, he came up with this. He posted this tweet, okay, and in the tweet he was explaining some confusion. I've seen a few confused messages, so to make it clear, and he mentions linear tokenomics and governance details at the end of July, not TGE. And then he goes on to say the checker for airdrop with eligibility criteria will be shared a few days before TGE. TGE date depends on a few external factors but won't be long after. Okay, and then it goes on to mention SBET, which is the stock for Sharplink, and the ETH treasury company, and how Linea will be aligned with SBET and Ethereum. The same thing that Joseph Lubin was talking about, in the last video that I did. The what the whole future, the vision of Linea, the vision of Joseph Lubin, who co-founded all these companies, that is going to create uh, a product that is linked with Linea as the layer 2 chain, SBET, which is the stock for Sharplink, which is on the stock market, and how all these are, are linked to Ethereum, because that's the foundation of everything. Because Linea, it's an L2 that sits on top of Ethereum. Okay, so this is really huge. This is good news for us because it shows that, finally TGE is imminent. Because now this is not hearsay. This is coming from, the Linea, the people who are heading Linea. All right. So Declan Fox, former product lead, now head of Linea, is the one releasing this. And in the other video, I showed you the founder, the co-founder, the founder of Linea himself, Joseph Lubin, talking about this TGE. So, okay. So the exact date for TGE, we won't know as of now, but definitely this coming week, we are getting the tokenomics. All right. So another update is coming from, Foxy right now. If you are following Linea, you would know Foxy is the meme coin for Linea. All right. So yesterday they also made a tweet. Um, Linea build tokenomics revealed next week. Okay. Expect SBET to cook something up for Linea. Okay. So again, you see, this is coming from, because Foxy is like the I would say it's the confirmed um, meme coin, and kind of endorsed, because that's the one that the Linea ecosystem is kind of have embraced this one. Okay, and then because with these kind of things you want to do research, find out more, and I also went to, I think, Binance again. You see, because you're just looking for authentic places, people who've got kind of who are credible, who we can rely on, who, not just like any random tweet. So this is Binance. Okay, so Binance, again, they're talking about the same thing. Linea project leader. Okay, so that's Declan Fox. Tokenomics will be announced at end of July. Uh, Again, we can see that same thing. Then another I'll go this one from Bitru. Bitru is an exchange. Okay, so again, they've got, like, because everyone, you see, this shows that everyone, these are big companies, Binance, everyone, they've got their eyes on this TGE. That shows how huge Linea is, right? I've seen a number of TGEs. Some of them, they're not even mentioned by, because they are just like small projects. So even Binance, everyone is speculating. Okay, so on Bitru, they mentioned the same thing about the tokenomics, how it's aligned with Ethereum and all that. Well, they've got kind of, this is not the actual allocation. They just, like, maybe in their thinking, maybe to be 25%. But listen, this is not the actual one. The tokenomics, when they come next week, then we'll know. But this is just, but what I liked is they mentioned you know things that have been happening. For example, they talk about eligibility for that airdrop. So um, we all know now that to be eligible, you would have participated in the past campaigns, mainly LXP and LXPL. So this was for, like, community campaigns, like Galaxy and all that. And this would have been, and this also included some quests. And this LXPL was for liquidity providers, people who participated in the Linea Sage campaign, right? I think Voyage was the one for quests and all that. Okay, so that's one thing. Also, if you did one of these, and also just to increase your eligibility, you want to do proof of humanity. So this is a requirement. Okay, so because they did that to fight the bots and cyber attacks. So Linea used the proof of humanity system. So this, I'll try and put links in the description below of how you can do your proof of humanity, because this will also help you to be eligible. Okay. um, then okay, so a friend asked me yesterday if there's ongoing activities that you can do to boost eligibility. So again, says here, although major campaigns like Linear Voyage have concluded, it's not late to engage with the ecosystem. So Linear hasn't announced the final snapshot for the airdrop, meaning on-chain activity could still count. Okay, so one of the things you can do is use the official Linear bridge to do transfer. So you can bridge, say, ETH or USDC or USDT. You can bridge it from different chains. So maybe You can bridge it from Ethereum to Linea, or from Base to Linea and things like that. Yeah. Also, do some trades on dexes that are on Linea, for example, SyncSwap. Also another dex that's there is what's that? SyncSwap. Come on, yeah. I think Linux. Yeah, Linux and Nile Exchange. They all on Linea. Okay. DeFi protocols. I don't know if there's still any NFTs you can mint. You can also register a domain name uh, through the Linea domain service. Okay, so those are some of the things you can do. Okay, so also very important to understand that the airdrop checker is not yet live. Okay, so if you see any link or any site claiming that you can check for Linea airdrop, just stay away, because that will be a scam website or link. Okay, because in the announcement that's been made, they said so what's going to happen next week, we get the tokenomics, so we get to know, you know, the total supply, distribution and all that. Then just before TGE, before the token generation event, that's when we will get the checker. All right, and the idea why they do that is also to try and avoid or prevent scammers from taking advantage, because if you release the checker quickly, then before token generation event, there's going to be many people trying to scam people before the TGE. So yeah, that's the research that I've done, and I just thought it's good to share these things as we are all waiting and anticipating. Well, again, this site here, Bitru, they even went on to with kind of expectations. So they kind of they expecting. I mean, they're just using like previous airdrops like Arbitrum or Optimism, whereby some users got tokens worth up to 15,000 per wallet. All right, so um, Linea is a strong project, and it's got a good backing with lots of money. So again, people are expecting like a good airdrop with a sizable amount of money from this. So yeah, just thought this would help, and I'll put links in the description below of the proof of humanity. Also, like how to do links of like how to check your LXP, how to check your LXPL amounts and all that. I'll try and put those links in the description below. And yeah, this is a special moment, and I mean, for people who really have been in this project for some time, I know we've waited a very long time, and I'm sure this is good news that finally the token is about to drop. So yeah, thank you for coming and watching, and please like and subscribe. That will help the channel. So thank you. I'll see you next time when I bring the next video. Thank you.